Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Halloween Cup for the Great League, and let's try out a different team here. So we are going to be featuring the team with the Clodsire and the Greninja. The last Pokemon we're going to be using is the Shadow Drapion. Clodsire gets them to switch out into their Eradicate. We're going to match them with our Drapion here, applying a lot of applying a lot of charge move pressure. They go for the Hyper Bang, and we are going to shield that. Going to keep on applying these Aqua Tails here, and our opponent does get to another move. We think it's going to be the Crunch. We are going to be able to survive that, so we are going to be able to maintain alignment. Crunch is going to get used here versus this Tentacruel. It does get the debuff, so that's great news for us. When we come back in here with the Clodsire. Clodsire is going to tank a Scald, and now it comes down to what do we think they're going to have the shield used here or later. They decided to shield here. They potentially could have another Scald. We're going to shield here. We do get debuff, unfortunately. We're going to throw another Earthquake here. This is going to get the shield or it's going to get the KO. We're going to catch a move. Either move we think is going to be okay. Scald does get used. We are able to survive that. And then unfortunately, they have Victory Bell in the back. So that's going to be brutal. They are going to be able to reach a move right when we get ours. And down goes our team. So, unfortunate right there. The Victory Bell fighting our Greninja. Obviously not the best situation, but it is what it is. Okay, on to the next game. We got the Mawa versus our Clodsire. Clodsire here is going to be able to tank any of the moves. Okay, Power Up Punch is thrown to boost up their attack. We're going to fire off a Sludge Bomb bait. We do grab the first shield, and now we're going to apply full pressure. Earthquake is going to get used here. It's going to get the second shield, or it's going to get the KO. We're going to switch out here so that we can keep the Clodsire at an okay health. Mainly because they're hinting that they don't want to see that Clodsire in the back. We're going to try to go for the Crunch here for the potential debuff. No debuff, unfortunately. They are going to be able to fire up another Power Up Punch. So they're triple boosted right now. We get them to switch out, and we see the Umbreon in the back. Umbreon here is going to have to get through two shields, so it's going to struggle. We are going to be able to fire off this Hydro Cannon. Two Hydro Cannon gets this Umbreon into the red. We're going to shield once here. It is the last resort. We're going to allow this one to go through. Foul Play does get revealed, and now we have a huge energy advantage. They come back in with the Mawa trying to catch the move. Unfortunately for them, we were patient. We're going to switch out into the Clodsire here. Our opponent does throw a move, but we are going to shield it, and we are able to win that game. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. On to the next game here. So interesting core of Clodsire. Unfortunately, we accidentally went in with the wrong team here, so we're gonna have to play this one out. This one's featuring the Grimer, Wiggly, and the Shadow Golurk. I don't know if anybody's had this problem, but if you go in with the wrong team sometimes initially and then you go back in, it doesn't register your refreshed new team. It goes back to the original team. So this is what happened here. We were trying to use the Clodsire team, but we'll play it out here. This is still a decent team. Wiggly onto their Azumarill. We're going to fire off a Swift to get them into the red. Our opponent here is going to fire off a Play Rough. We are able to survive that, and then we're going to Charm down. Let's see what they have in the back for this Wiggly here. They are going to come back in with their Wiggly, so we're going to use our Golurk, and then they counter swap into the Drapion. Drapion here is going to be able to shield through this. So we do grab a shield at least. It was CP tie, so they're going to be able to be energy dry here. Very bad spot right now. Unfortunately, we have a low health Wiggly, but this Grimer, unfortunately, is going to get fast moved down. And yeah, they're going to be able to get to another move. So GG's to our opponent. That was a tough backline right there. Drapion, kind of difficult to deal with that team specifically. Not so much with this team though, so a little bit unfortunate that we got locked in with that other team. But this is the team we wanted to use. Sorry about that. We are going to use the Clodsire here. versus the Wiggly. Pretty decent lead. They switch out into their Golurk. Golurk here is going to be able to fast move us down, but we are going to be able to apply the pressure to get at least one shield. Basically, we want some shield advantage, or to get this Greninja here with some energy, or with taking out their second charge, or taking out their second shield. So we're going to fire off our Sludge Bomb here versus the Wiggly. It does go through. They go for the Icy Wind, and they reveal that they have the Clodsire in the back. So we're still in an okay spot, considering we do have this Clodsire healthy still. Now it comes down to this decision. Are they going to go for the Earthquake, or are they going to go for the bait? They decided to go for the Earthquake. We're going to combo play here into the Greninja, going for the Night Slash. Able to get to another Night Slash here. This is going to allow us to get this last shield. They switch out into their Wiggly, which is allow us to farm them down. And now it comes down to CAP tie. And we are going to be able to win the CAP tie versus this Clodsire. So GG's to our opponents. Able to win that game, luckily, with our Clodsire being slightly worse as far as IV wise. Basically, we had a higher attack stat than they did, because pretty sure we both had a move. All right, here we go. We got the Clodsire versus the Wiggly pretty decently. They switch out into their Golurk. This time I'm going to go into the Greninja, so we don't have to basically sack the Drapion. We're going to throw these Night Slashes on good timing. This is going to get the shield, or it's going to get the KO. Decided to shield it. We are at 2, so this is going to grab 2 shields, or it's going to get the KO. Okay, so same scenario. They are going to be able to use 2 shields to power through the Greninja. We're going to come back in here with the Drapion, and looks like they're going to be able to fire off another move. This is going to be the Dynamic Punch. We barely survive it. We're going to go back into our Clodsire. We do have the energy advantage. They have Grimer in the back, so Grimer here is not going to be able to survive this Earthquake, and we are in a great spot because Wiggly's still out there, but this Golurk is still fairly low health. Maybe we can get a farm down after this Shadow Punch. Let's see. Okay, we don't go for the farm down. We don't need to. We're going to fire off this Sludge Bomb. And now it comes down to how many Sludge Bombs can we get off. It looks like 1 Sludge Bomb gets him in range of a potential attack here. Is this Aqua Tail enough? Yes, it is. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with a combination of the Clodsire and the Greninja. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.